डॉक्टर देवयानी एंड यू आर वाचिंग एपिस्टासिस। तो आज हम लोग फोटोसिंथेसिस इन हायर प्लांट्स जो चैप्टर का क्विक रिवीजन हम लोग ऑलरेडी कर चुके हैं, उससे नीट में जो भी क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए हैं उसको लेके डिस्कस करेंगे। ओके, सो लेट्स बिगिन। अगर आपने मेरा ये क्विक रिवीजन वाला वीडियो नहीं देखा है तो इसको ज़रूर देखें। And let's start. So question number 1 is one scientist cultured cladophora in a suspension of azotobacter and illuminated the culture by splitting light through a prism. He observed the bacteria accumulated mainly in the region of violet and green light, indigo and green light, orange and yellow light, and blue and red light. So ये जो एक्सपेरिमेंट है ये आपके बुक में दिया गया है, तो राइट आंसर वुड बी ब्लू एंड रेड लाइट. Next is which of the following is not a product of light reaction of photosynthesis? ATP, NADPH, oxygen and NADH. So NADH light reaction में produce नहीं होते हैं, so this is the right answer. With reference to factors affecting the rate of photosynthesis, which of the following statement is not correct? Okay, increasing atmospheric carbon dioxide concentration up to 0.05% can enhance carbon dioxide fixation rate. So ये true है. Next is C3 plants respond to higher temperature with enhanced photosynthesis while C4 plants have much lower temperature optimum. So ये गलत है. C4 plants higher temperature में भी grow करते हैं and वो photosynthesis जो उनका rate high होता है. So this is the right option. Tomato is a greenhouse crop which can be grown in CO2 enriched atmosphere for higher yield. तो ये right answer है, ये right statement है. Light saturation of carbon dioxide fixation occurs at 10% of full sunlight. ये भी correct statement है, तो the right answer will be B. Phosphoenol pyruvate PEP is the primary carbon dioxide acceptor in easy question C4 plant, not C2, C3, C4 plants or C3 plants. So right answer will be C4 plants. The process which makes major difference between C3 and C4 plant is photorespiration. So ये question बहुत बार repeat हुआ है. So this is the right answer, photorespiration. Number 6, water vapor comes out of the plant leaf through the stomatal opening. Through the same stomatal opening, carbon dioxide diffuses, right? ये भी respiration में के time होता है, into the plant during photosynthesis. Reason out the above statement using one of the following option. Okay, so the above processes happen only during night time. Number B, the one process occurs during daytime and the other at night. Both processes cannot happen simultaneously. Both the processes can happen together because the diffusion coefficient of water and carbon dioxide is different. So B is the right answer. D is the right answer. Both process can happen together because उन लोगों का diffusion coefficient अलग है. Okay, now number 7, in a chloroplast the higher number of protons are found in, easy question, lumen of thylakoid. Next is immersion enhancement effect and red drop have been instrumental in the discovery of photophosphorylation and cyclic electron transport. Oxidative photophosphorylation and non-cyclic electron transport, two photosystem operating simultaneously. तो जो ये immersion enhancement effect है, इसमें ये different wavelength के lights एक साथ at a time अगर प्लांट्स के ऊपर पड़ता है तो दो फोटोसिस्टम ही इकट्ठे काम करेगा और उनका इफेक्ट फोटोसिंथेसिस रेट भी बढ़ जाएगा क्योंकि उनका एक सिनर्जिस्टिक इफेक्ट होता है. सो इट इज कॉल्ड इमर्शन एनहांसमेंट इफेक्ट. सो इसलिए डी इज द राइट आंसर. 9, अ प्लांट इन आवर गार्डन एवर्ट्स फोटो रेस्पिरेटरी लॉसेस, has improved water use efficiency, shows high rates of photosynthesis at higher temperature and has improved efficiency of nitrogen utilization. In which of the following physiological groups would you assign this plant? CAM, nitrogen fixers, C3 or C4. So all जो characters हैं ये C4 plants के हैं, तो right answer will be D. In photosynthesis, the light independent, that means dark reactions, takes place at photosystem 2, stromal matrix, thylakoid lumen or photosystem 1. It is stromal matrix. Next is 11, question number 11. Chromatophores take part in movement, respiration, photosynthesis and growth. So right option will be photosynthesis. Chromatophores के अंदर ही सारे pigments arrange रहते हैं. Next is bundle sheath cells are rich in pep carboxylase. गलत. Lack rubisco no. Lack both rubisco and pep carboxylase no. Are rich in rubisco. So this is the right answer, D. A process that makes important difference between C3 and C4 plant is transpiration, glycolysis, photosynthesis or photorespiration. So right answer will be photorespiration. The correct sequence of cell organelles during photorespiration is chloroplast, Golgi, mitochondria, chloroplast, RER, dictyosome, chloroplast, mitochondria, perioxisome. Okay, so this is the right option, not the D1, chloroplast, vacuole and peroxisome. Question number 15. Read the following statement A to D. Both photophosphorylation and oxidative phosphorylation involved uphill transport of protons across the membrane. In dicot stem, a new cambium originates from the cell of pericycle at the time of secondary growth. Number C, stamen in flowers of gloriosa and petunia are polyandrous. So ये correct है. Symbiotic nitrogen fixer occurs in free living state in the soil. ये भी correct है. So how many of these statements are right? Only 2, C and D. Which one of the following organism is correctly matched with its 3 characteristics? P, C3 pathway, endospermic seed, vexillary estivation. गलत है. Tomato, twisted estivation, axile placentation, berry. गलत है. Number C, onion, bulb, imbricate estivation, axile placentation. ये right है. And number D, maize, C3 pathway, closed vascular bundles and scutellum. ये भी गलत है. CAM helps the plants in conserving water, crystallization, acid metabolism. So ये help करता है plants में in conserving water, secondary growth, decrease disease resistance और reproduction. So ये conservation of water में help करता है. In Cran's anatomy, the bundle sheath cells have thin walls, many intercellular spaces and no chloroplast. गलत है. Thick walls होती है, no intercellular spaces and large number of chloroplasts. So this is the right option, B. Thin walls, no intercellular spaces and several chloroplasts. ये भी गलत है. Number D, thick walls, many intercellular spaces and few chloroplasts. ये भी गलत है. Which one of the following is essential for photolysis of water? Photolysis of water के लिए manganese बहुत important है. So manganese will be the right answer, not zinc, copper or boron. Okay, next question. PGA as the first CO2 fixation product was discovered in photosynthesis from bryophyte, gymnosperm, angiosperm और alga. तो ये जो मेल्विन कैल्विन ने ये डिस्कवर किया था, ये algal सस्पेंशन में हुआ था. तो ये algae में ये एक्सपेरिमेंट हुआ था. So that is alga is the right option. C4 plants are more efficient in photosynthesis than C3 plants due to higher leaf area, no, presence of larger number of chloroplast in the leaf cell, गलत है, presence of thin cuticle, गलत है, lower rate of photorespiration. So this is the right answer. Read the following 4 statements 1, 2, 3, 4 and select the right option having both correct statement. Okay. Z scheme of light reaction takes place in the presence of PS1 only. Wrong. Only PS1 is functional in cyclic photophosphorylation. Cyclic photophosphorylation result into synthesis of ATP and NADPH. ये गलत है. Number 4, stroma lamellae lack PS2 as well as NADP. So right answer will be 2 and 4, जहाँ पे stroma lamellae में PS2 and NADP नहीं होता है. And ये जो number 2 is only PS1 is functional in cyclic photophosphorylation. So this 2 and 4 is right. Study the pathway given below. So ये picture आप लोगों के NCERT बुक से दिया गया है, लेकिन just see यहाँ पे A, B, C, D mention किया गया है. This is A, this is B and this is C. The next question is, in which of the following options correct words for all 3 blanks A, B and C? So right option will be C, जहाँ पे fixation होगी पहले, फिर decarboxylation and after that regeneration होती है. So this is fixation. जहाँ बाइकार्बोनेट आयन फॉस्फेनल पाइरुवेट के साथ फिक्स होके C4 फिक्सेशन होता है C4 एसिड में, एंड जो ये B होता है दैट मीन C4 एसिड से C3 एसिड एंड CO2 अलग हो जाता है, दैट इज डीकार्बोक्सिलेशन, एंड फाइनली ट्रांसपोर्ट होके C में आता है. सो दिस इज रीजेनरेशन ऑफ पेप अगेन. Okay, so the right option will be fixation, decarboxylation and regeneration. Kran's anatomy is one of the characteristics of the leaves potato, wheat, sugarcane and mustard. So just remember that sugarcane is the example of C4 plant, so the right option will be C. Cyclic phosphorylation results in the formation of ATP NADPH. गलत. ATP NADPH ऑक्सीजन, ये भी गलत है. Only ATP और only NADPH. So बस only ATP फॉर्म होता है. So C is the right answer. Stroma in the chloroplast of higher plants contain light dependent reaction enzyme, ribosomes, chlorophyll, light independent reaction enzyme, क्योंकि डार्क जो रिएक्शंस होता है वो स्ट्रोमा में होता है. सो राइट ऑप्शन भी डी. Electrons from excited chlorophyll molecules of photosystem tubes are accepted first by quinone, plastoquinone. Okay, so quinone is the right answer, not ferridoxin or cytochrome B or cytochrome F. Okay, so quinone is the right answer. The C4 plants are photosynthetically more efficient than C3 plants because the CO2 efflux is not prevented. They have more chloroplast. Yes, so that is the right answer. The CO2 compensation point is more. No, CO2 generated during photorespiration is trapped and recycled through PEP carboxylase. ये भी गलत है. In leaves of C4 plants, malic acid synthesis during CO2 fixation occurs in bundle sheath, guard cell, epidermal cells और mesophyll cells. तो ये mesophyll cells में ट्रैपिंग होता है, उसके बाद फिक्सेशन होती है, फिर बंडल शीथ में ट्रांसपोर्ट हो जाता है ये. सो इन लीव्स ऑफ C4 प्लांट्स मैलिक एसिड फॉर्मेशन ड्यूरिंग CO2 फिक्सेशन ऑकर्स इन द सेल्स ऑफ मेसोफिल. सो 2008 एंड 7 में सेम क्वेश्चन आया है, लेकिन थोड़ा लैंग्वेज का डिफरेंस था, राइट. In next is the first acceptor of electron from an excited chlorophyll molecule of photosystem 2 is iron sulfur protein, ferridoxin, quinone or cytochrome. It is quinone. During photorespiration, the oxygen consuming reactions occur in stroma of chloroplast and peroxisome. That means photorespiration. We are talking about photorespiration. Right, so C is the correct answer. Next is in photosystem 1, the first electron acceptor is an iron sulfur protein. So this we are talking about photosystem 1. यहाँ पे जो first electron acceptor होता है electron transport chain में, that is an iron sulfur protein. Next, and as compared to C3 plants, how many additional molecules of ATPs are needed for net production of one molecule of hexosugar by C4 plants? Okay, तो C4 plants में जो पहले वाला स्टेप होता है जो C3 में नहीं होता, जिसमें मैलिक एसिड फॉर्म होता है, वहां पे पर CO2 2 ATP मॉलिक्यूल्स चाहिए होता है. अब शुगर फॉर्मेशन के लिए हमें 6 CO2 चाहिए, so that means 6 into 2 ATP, that means 12 ATPs are more needed because वही स्टेप एक्स्ट्रा होता है C plant से. Okay, so 12 ATPs are more needed, so the right answer will be C. So the next question is photosynthetic active radiation or PAR has the following range of wavelength. Okay, 340 to 450, 400 to 700, 500 to 600 and 450 to 950. So इसमें B और D के अंदर confusion हो सकता है, but जो active radiation है वो है 400 to 700 nanometer, right? So B is the right answer. Photosynthesis in C4 plants is relatively less limited by atmospheric CO2 levels because effective pumping of CO2 into bundle sheath cell. Rubisco in C4 plants are higher affinity than CO2. गलत है. 4 carbon acid are the primary initial CO2 fixation products. The primary fixation of CO2 is mediated by a PEP carboxylase. So D is the right option because यहाँ इसके लिए photosynthesis in C4 plants is relatively less limited by atmospheric CO2. Okay, next question is in C3 plant the first stable product of photosynthesis during dark reaction is 3-phosphoglyceric acid or PGL. Easy question. Number 38. Plants adapted to low light intensity have larger photosynthetic unit size than the sun plant. Okay, low light intensity में adapt करने के लिए photosynthetic unit बड़ा होना चाहिए than sun plant, not the higher rate of CO2 fixation than the sun plants, or more extended root system or leaves modified to spines, etc. Now number 39, which fraction of the visible spectrum of solar radiations are primarily absorbed by carotenoids of the higher plants? Carotenoids mainly violet and blue color के जो wavelength है उसको absorb करता है. So right answer will be D. Number 40, which one of the following is wrong in relation to photorespiration? Number 1, it occurs in chloroplast. It occurs in daytime only. It is the characteristics of C4 plants and it is characteristics of C3 plants. So कौन सा वाला गलत है? It is characteristics of C4 plants क्योंकि C4 plants में photorespiration नहीं होता. So C is the right answer. Number 41, in sugarcane plants, sugarcane मतलब C4 plants, 14 CO2 is fixed to malic acid, in which of the enzyme that fixes CO2 is phosphoenol pyruvic acid carboxylase, pep carboxylase, right? Not rubisco bisphosphate carboxylase, ribulose phosphate kinase, or fructose phosphate. Stomata of cam plants are always open during day and close at night, open during the night and close during the day. So this is the right option because they have to conserve the water. Okay, so C is the right answer. Never open, ये गलत है. Next, number 43, which element is located at the center of porphyrin ring of chlorophyll? So chlorophyll में जो structure देखेंगे तो उसमें एक porphyrin ring होता है and उसके center में रहता है magnesium. So magnesium is the right answer. Number 44, which one of the following concern photophosphorylation? तो इसमें ADP plus inorganic phosphate in the presence of light energy will convert to ATP. So B is the right option. Which of the following absorb light energy for photosynthesis? Chlorophyll, obviously chlorophyll, not water, oxygen or RUBP. Next, in photosynthesis, energy from light reaction to dark reaction is transferred in the form of ATP, ADP, RUDP or chlorophyll, so in the form of ATP. So it is the right option. Okay, so इस chapter से almost 88 questions पूछे गए हैं last 32 years में. So this is the part 1 of this video. So इसका एक next part 2 बनेगा जहाँ पे हम बाकी सारा questions के बारे में discuss करेंगे. और अगर आपको ये video अच्छा लगा तो ज़रूर मेरे channel EPISTASIS को subscribe कीजिए and मेरे दूसरे videos भी देखें. Till then, take care and bye bye.